What if I told you that there is a way for you to never have to do outreach again and still book 10 to 20 calls per week and get the leads that come to your calls ready to buy? And most importantly, start developing an inbound traffic channel that is going to allow you to, over time, live completely from your email leads. If that sounds too good to be true, please stick to the end of this video. What I'm going to show you has the potential to do just that. You guys, of course, depending on when you're watching this video, I don't have a big audience. It's not like I'm a super big YouTuber, and it's not like I have a lot of followers. But the reality, guys, is that we have been able to get lots of calls booked, lots of money using the principles that I'll be showing you in this video. So guys, if that didn't hook you, I don't know what will. And I guess that I stopped making YouTube hooks. But that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Enrique. In this channel, we're helping internet businesses like agencies, coaches, consultants, course creators make money online, book calls, and close deals, okay? Basically, everything that has to do with payment setting and client acquisition. But that being said, guys, I have COVID right now, so sorry if you hear my voice a little bit screwed. And I honestly didn't feel like recording this video because of my perfectionism, so I wanted to have the perfect voice and create the perfect presentation. But well, I decided to keep taking action anyways, and well, here we are recording this video. That being said, this was a hell of an intro. It's really long, so let's continue right to the video, okay guys? We're going to start talking about inbound prospecting. And just so you guys know, you can get access to this document plus all of the documents that I have in my YouTube channel inside of my private Facebook group. You can join here with a link in the description. All you have to do is, well, enter the group and go to this post over here and comment Drive, where you are going to get access to a Google Drive with all of the documents and everything that I create on my YouTube channel, okay? Now, that being said, guys, let's start talking right away about inbound prospecting. The first thing that I want you guys to understand is that taking somebody, a normal human being, aka a cold lead, from cold all the way to a book call in your calendar requires not only sending a couple of messages, because this is the thing. Most people think that all you gotta do in order to book calls is send some messages and hopefully book your calls, okay? And don't get me wrong, of course, you can send cold emails, cold DMs, and still book calls without never having to even show any sort of content to the person. But honestly, that's not optimal, and the person that is going to hop on a call with you doesn't even know who you are or what you do. Of course, you can have your BSLs in your domains, you can have everything, but honestly, when you actually engage with your leads, you're going to have higher conversions. Now, at scale, you cannot, of course, dedicate thousands of hours per lead in order to actually hop on a call with them. But that's why you should start creating content in such a way that you can have leverage in your acquisition process. Okay, guys? Now, right now, I'm not saying anything new, right? Right now, we're just saying cold leads, book calls in your calendar, and using content on top of your messages. Now, the process that I want you guys to start using, and the process that I want you guys to understand that makes everything easier, and this is the actual inbound prospecting flow, is about separating your appointment setting in two parts. The first part is what we will call prospecting or initial outbound, and the second part is what we'll call setting, qualifying, or working with warm and hot leads only. Now, why do we want to break the process down in two different parts? Everybody talks about the difference between quality and quantity, right? Like, hey, should I aim for quality? Should I aim for quantity, or etc.? And guys, of course, it's impossible to do the two things at the same time. But what if you have two people, one focused exclusively on quantity and another person is focused exclusively on quality? Then guess what happens? You're going to have the best of both worlds, right? In the typical world of coaching or the agency space, of course, what most people say is, hey, you gotta have an appointment setter that can do the appointment setting for you. But honestly, something that I've noticed, and this is of course something that I learned from Aaron Ross, you want to have one person that just focuses on seeing who's interested in your offer. And if you actually notice a way to do so, you're going to be able to do at scale a lot of outreaches in order to see like who actually raises their hand to your offer. And then the people that are warm and hot leads, you can have just the account executive or the sales guy focusing on that one. Now, in full transparency, guys, that's not what we want to do, because even if that can work, something that we've noticed to work best is what we call inbound prospecting. Now, here's where the magic happens, okay? The magic happens when you have a BA or an SDR that you can pay $3 per hour, send 100 messages on one channel, okay? And those 100 messages, guess what you are going to offer? You're not going to offer your lead generation services. You're not going to offer your paid ads for e-commerce stores. You're not going to offer your email marketing. What you're going to offer is, sorry about that. What you're going to offer is YouTube organic content. And the specific YouTube organic content that you're going to send them is a well-talked video where you break the beliefs of your prospects or where you indoctrinate people into your world. Those are the specific videos you want to offer. And of course, you don't want to say, hey dude, like, can I send you a video where I'm going to break your beliefs? What you want to do is basically just send a message saying something like, hey, name, not sure if this might be helpful, but I made a training on how to train a $3 per hour BA for business coaches. Want me to send that over? Boom. Guess what happens if you send that message? Of course, I'm not going to say that if you send 100 of those, 100 of people are going to reply positively. But let's say that even just 20 people reply positively, that honestly is going to be way more. Those people that reply positively are going to literally be consuming an entire 20, 30, or 15-minute video from you explaining about why BAs are important, how to scale a coaching business, all of those different features that are of course related to what you have to offer. And then guess what's going to happen? The actual YouTube video is going to push people to a community, to a Facebook group, maybe to a newsletter, to different things. And that's where things start to really start kicking off completely. You build rapport without you actually having to build rapport. Because if somebody watches a 5, 10, 15, 20, or even more minutes of video from you, of course they are going to feel like they know you for the longest time. And that's the magic of this process. That of course you're going to literally give people free assets that you have, and those free assets are going to have call to actions, and that's all you have to do. That's the job of your VA, literally to just send 100 messages. And of course you have 2 or 3 VAs, you have 200 and 300 messages, and all of those people are going to get nurtured by your content, and then your entire content is going to be well thought, so that the people in your audience are going to go like, wow dude, like this is literally something that I've never thought about, and I need to see like what this guy has to offer. And then boom, those videos send people to your community, to your group funnel, aka a Facebook group, or it could be a Discord chat, it could be a WhatsApp business, etc. Here you have a superior acquisition system. Because once somebody joins your Facebook group, or once they join your community, they might not buy from you right now, but they're going to buy from you later on, for sure. Why? Because you're going to keep posting content only in there, so you don't have to be focusing on a separate bunch of different platforms. Conversions go through the roof. You are actually the authority on that community, so it's always about how you can serve these people. So conversions are incredible. And honestly, a community is like an email list but on steroids. Why? Because everybody says like, hey, you need to own your traffic, and you should have the emails of your leads, etc. And yeah, of course, that can work really, really well. And I'm not saying that email marketing doesn't work. Like, we do a lot of email marketing. The whole reality about client acquisition nowadays, guys, is that conversions are way higher when you have one-on-one interactions. And once somebody joins your community, it's way easier to simply go and literally DM the newest Facebook group members or the newest Discord chat members that you have and say like, hey dude, like, how did you find value inside of the group? Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions about your business so that I can see XXX? Of course, it depends on your business. But then guys, you're going to start booking way more calls, because then you can have your appointment setter focused on the warm leads and hot leads only. And guess what? Your Facebook group members or your community members are also warm and hot leads, right? I don't want to get ahead of myself. Of course, this is a topic that I am super passionate about, so I get pumped up. But yeah, your BAs or your SDRs can offer YouTube organic content, lead magnets like ebooks, trainings, cheat sheets, etc. Again, all with the intention of nurturing these leads and indoctrinating them into your offer, into your unique mechanism, and of course, ultimately to getting them inside of your community. But here's the thing: the prospecting or initial outbound process doesn't stop once you send a training. The initial outbound process stops, like, and this is where the setters come into play, when you add people to the CRM, okay? Once somebody's added to the CRM, aka once they reply positively to the initial outbound, then your appointment setters, or you as a solopreneur that only has BAs but don't have an appointment setter, then you can focus on these warm and hot leads to book calls. Let's say that you're on Twitter and every day you send 150 messages offering people this training on how to hire, manage, and train a $3 per hour BA, and they say yes, they want it, and now they saw the video, and then that appointment setter can start following up and be like, hey, did you watch the video? What are your thoughts on that? By the way, are you looking to hire BAs? By the way, are you trying to scale your business right now? By the way, what are you trying to, you see, like all of these questions, and then everything gets way, way easier, okay? And that way you can have focus, because you have BAs doing the initial cold outbound messaging. That is hard to do and it's time consuming, but you're going to pay them a low amount of money in order to do that hard part. And then you, if you're a solopreneur, can focus on the warm and hot leads only. Or if you're a little bit more advanced, then you can of course have your setter do that for you, of course. In regards to the actual conversation that we like to use once somebody's added to the CRM, this is something that I learned from a mentor of mine. the combo framework, where you basically, let's say, just to give you the example, that let's say they say yes to this training, we might ask them something like, okay, awesome, connecting questions. Okay, awesome, are you looking for VAs right now or just looking for some training? And then they reply, okay, awesome, dude, like, what is it that you do? If you don't mind me asking, like, you see like one or two connect questions where you literally just get to know who they are and what is that they do, so that there's a little bit less friction with the other questions. Then you might ask like an outcome-based question like, awesome, dude, out of curiosity, like, where are you looking to scale in the next six months with your business? Or of course, it depends on your offer. If you're selling some sort of, for example, high performance coaching for entrepreneurs, you might be like, okay, awesome, like, what are you looking to get from starting a morning routine right now? Okay, this, okay, awesome. Then you go for the now questions, and that's like, okay, but what are your routines like right now? Are they in place, or how are you currently going about balancing work-life balance, for example? Of course, I'm just using a high-performance coaching example, but it's connecting questions, outcome questions of where they want to go, now questions of where they are now, then the vent. The vent is basically just asking them, what is it that you feel like you need in order to hit that goal? They might say whatever, like, hey, I think that I just need more discipline. Then if they say discipline, then you offer, aka invite to a call and be like, yeah, got you, like, we need discipline to be one of the biggest roadblocks that people face, etc. Listen, you don't have to buy from us right now, but how about if we hop on a quick 15 minute call tomorrow, where I show you something that we've noticed to work really well for entrepreneurs looking to improve their discipline. And then guess what happens? Book call in your calendar. This is the framework, guys. This is the framework, and if you actually apply this, I promise that your entire appointment setting process is going to change. You're going to book an absurd amount of calls. And guys, I just hope that you actually enjoyed the video and start applying this for yourself, okay? If you run an agency or a coaching business and are looking to scale, we don't help you guys with everything. We just help you solve 3 specific problems. The first one is how to have a calendar full of calls, how to close those calls with confidence, and last but not least, how to stop relying on outbound and outreach in order to actually start having meetings. And yeah, guys, if that's something that resonates with you, make sure to go to the link in the description. And if not, no worries, keep consuming the free content. I'm happy that I'm able to add some value either way. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your thoughts on this. Yeah, guys, hope that you enjoyed this. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.